Hello there. I recently got an email talking about the horrors of AI. And the email was bashing AI, and there's a lot of this sentiment going around where instead of embracing AI and utilizing it as a tool, we're seeing it as a threat. So first of all, I want to say that statement, AI is going to replace you, is not as correct as saying the people that embrace and utilize AI are the ones that will be replacing you. We are in a very huge technological shift right now. And those that are jumping on board with AI are the ones that are benefiting the most right now. And I know there's a lot of fear around it because it's the unknown. It's a new technology. It is change. It's different from what we've done and what we've had so far. And of course, there's all these dystopian ideas like Terminator and stuff like that. So there's that absolute horror and fear going on in the background. But AI is a tool. It's a new technology that we now have at our fingertips. And I, for one, see it as it has never been easier to be an entrepreneur than right now because we have so many benefits from AI. We have so many advantages that our predecessors did not have. You don't have to be the world's greatest writer or even a good copywriter. You can be a mediocre writer and write down what you want to accomplish. Here's my kitty. Write down what you want to accomplish, enter that into, say, ChatGPT or whatever program you want to use, and it will write better than you can. Okay? This is something that a lot of people are afraid to mention because we don't want to take ourselves out of the equation. So a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, AI can't write as good as us. AI isn't creative." I have produced some material that would challenge that notion that AI cannot be creative. Okay. I think AI is incredibly creative, and that is not a threat to one's creativity, but an accentuation of one's creativity. And I am coming from a writer and um, artist background. And again, you can be threatened by the technology or you can embrace it. I come from a writing background, as in, I've always excelled in writing. I've always been in advanced writing classes, honors English, creative writing, journalistic writing, all of this stuff. And I put my writing into ChatGPT in order to improve it. Okay. And I think that a large portion of this anti-AI movement is around plagiarism. So I'm not condoning that in any way, shape, or form. I think that that is something you need to watch. And when you're producing something from AI, you don't want to just use it as is. You always want to proofread it yourself, and you might want to go in and change some things and personalize it. So in that vein, there are a couple of things that you can do to personalize your AI output. So one is to season your AI by entering a lot of information um, when it comes to your prompts for generating content so that it takes on your persona, your personality traits, your characteristics, your qualities, what makes you you, and give give the AI voice your particular touch on it. Okay. So there's that way. And then the other way is to, well, actually, there's three ways. There's another way, which is write me such and such. and it'll write something. And then you take that and you kind of change it up a little bit so it has your personal touch on it, that it sounds like you speaking. Okay. And then the third way is write something, enter it into ChatGPT and say, improve this writing. Okay, so there's three different ways. There might be even more ways to do it than that, but those are three ways that are common. And so it's more like a hybrid of what you want to say and your voice and your personality, and AI coming in and helping you improve, fulfill. In some cases, if you're having writer's block, you can even have it help you write things. So there are people out there that feel like this is not being sincere or authentic. Hey, to each their own. If that's your opinion, then you might not want to jump onto the AI boat, and then you will watch your competitors sail away into the horizon and leave you behind. So it's your choice whether you want to embrace it or not. I just would like to offer the notion of maybe looking at it from a different perspective. Okay. So that was the writing part of it. As far as the creativity part of it and the artistic part of it, I love these text to image generators. I have found them to be amazingly adept at bringing an idea to life. And I might end up adding a link to this video so that you can see examples of what I've been able to create with it. So these images are helping me in my branding, helping me in spreading my messages, in social media content, in promotions, in generating new products that I would never have even tried creating if it weren't for this technology to give me a leg up. So case in point, I'm currently in the middle of creating some Oracle cards. And all of these images are 100% AI generated. Do I feel bad about using them? Heck no. It's in fact a really good case in point that's kind of just a personal thing. It has nothing to do with business. I had a dream that I went to visit my dad, and in my dream, he was living inside of a giant mushroom. And you would think that it would have a very limited space, that it would feel very cozy. But when you got inside of it, it was very expansive, and it was just like layers and layers and fractal architecture. I had that dream, and maybe even a couple of weeks passed, or a couple of days or whatever. And I went into a text to image generator, and I was just playing around, and I started writing out, like, kind of describing my dream to AI. And next thing you know, I am seeing images of the interior of this amazing, expansive mushroom house that would have never come to life outside of my dream if it weren't for AI. So I am indebted and ingratiated to AI for coming along, because it's making so many things less challenging. So now you can create branded material, you can create graphics, you can write all of your sales copy, you can write social media posts. I mean, there's no limit. There's no limit to what you can do. It's just, how far will your imagination and AI take you? It's your companion, it's your little comrade sitting next to you going, oh, hey, I can do that for you. Don't stress on this. Don't sit there for 5 hours struggling with this. I'll create something for you in 2 minutes or less, right? So why wouldn't you want to embrace the latest and greatest technology that man has to offer? I believe that the people that are embracing it the quickest will prosper from it the most. They'll be the ones that are most successful. The holdouts and the people that are anti-AI are going to have a very challenging time. Now, when you get into, like, the philosophy of it, we were in an information age, And then once we got to a level where we were saturated with information, that was no longer the case. Then we were in the attention age, because it didn't matter whether you had the best information, whether you offered the best information, whether you had the best price for the information that you were selling. It had more to do with who can get the most attention. Because you can have two people, two entrepreneurs, one person has a superior product, but either they suck at marketing or they discredit it, they don't utilize it, they don't appreciate it, they undervalue it. Okay. And then over here, you have somebody with an inferior product to this person, but this person's marketing and messaging is on point. This person values marketing. They see it as an integral part of their business. This person is going to prosper, and this person is going to fall by the wayside. Okay. So that was the attention age. Attention trumped superiority. Attention trumped pricing. And attention trumped information. So we are actually going out of the attention phase into a relationship phase. And here's why. While AI provides you with all of these things, AI cannot replace that human element. You can get really close. You know, if I wanted to, what I'm saying right now could be an AI version of me, but rest assured, this is really me. But if I wanted to, I could create that. So now we're in the relationship age. This is why personal branding is exploding right now. Personal branding is actually, I would say, more important and more effective than company branding at this point. It used to be, it was all about, business branding. You want your company to be recognized. You want your logo and your colors and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now your personal brand is your personality. So the more you can instill your personality into your marketing, the better. So herein lies the challenge. AI can provide probably, I want to say, an infinite amount of knowledge. Okay. The AI database has at its disposal basically the history of everything. So that is no longer at the forefront. The information part of it is no longer at the forefront. But what is more important is the relational part of your business. Somebody is more likely to connect with you as a person, like your personality, get to know you, get to develop a relationship with you, as opposed to brand loyalty to a company just because they did a heck of a job at marketing. So that's why I don't feel that we are threatened by AI, because of that relational priority. It's less transactional, more relationship oriented in the way we conduct business. So that's another shift that we're going into. So that human part of business is the part that is the most crucial right now. So that's why you don't want to only use AI 100%. You want it to be a mixture of your input and AI's input, and together you are creating all of this magnificence. So if you are stubborn, or if you're on the fence about AI, consider that everything that you're getting stuck on right now in your and your sales and your marketing and your messaging and your social media, what have you, the places where you're getting stuck. Let's say you're writing an email and you or let's say you're writing an email series. Okay. Let's say that you have your lead magnet. By the way, the AI can generate your lead magnet for you. You have a landing page that people are going to give you their contact information so they can get said lead magnet. Also, AI can generate your landing page for you as well as the sales copy. Then they get into your world and you don't want to just end the conversation. You just got them into your world. You want to continue this conversation, right? So the next best thing is to send out a nurture email sequence so that they're getting to know you, like you, trust you. You're developing this rapport, you're building this relationship, and now you're sitting down and you're writing the email sequence that goes out after the lead magnet. What are they receiving? So let's say you've been sitting here struggling to write this email sequence for days, weeks, months, however long it's been since you've been able to articulate that you need this, but you're still stuck on creating it. Consider that you can take a few key points. You can season the AI with understanding who your target audience is so that the language that it uses speaks to that person. You can tell AI your ideal audience's pain points and the problems and the results that they want, and you can put all that in there so the AI understands what you're trying to accomplish and who you're trying to reach. And you can write in a very simple framework. Write me an email sequence to yada yada and yada yada, and you say the end result of this will be blah blah blah. So the clearer you are on who you're trying to reach, what problem you're solving, what their results will be, and how they work with you, that's if you can get all of that into whatever you're using, ChatGPT, I'm just going to say, then it can help you write all of these things. And if you're uncomfortable with that because you don't feel like it's sincere or authentic or whatever, then what you can do is you can write the email sequence yourself and then take each of those emails, put it into ChatGPT and say, improve this. Or write me a subject line that will increase my open rate. Or, you can do little subtle tweaks throughout the entire process to increase your overall conversion rate. Okay. So you're not going to be as good of a writer as AI. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. Yeah, AI is a better copywriter than you. Hands down. Even on its worst day. Even with the most horrible prompting, it's still so superior in its writing skills. And I know there's a lot of people out there this will really rub the wrong way because they're all about, oh no, AI can't replace the human mind. I've been a writer for 20 years. There's no way AI can write better than me. You're deluding yourself. Oh man, I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. It really is. AI can produce some freaking amazing content if you give it the right prompts. So if it's disappointing to you what it's producing, learn prompting. Go take a Udemy course, however you pronounce it, AI prompt engineering or something, because it's the sky's the limit. If you put in the right information and the right direction, then it will produce gold. It has produced gold for me. Like you can say, write me 20 subject line ideas that will guarantee a high open rate or something, right? However you want to word it. There's several different ways you can word that, but basically what you're trying to get it to do is come up with the enticing words that you need to get people to open up your email in the first place. Because even if you have really solid writing inside of the email, they're not going to open it unless you give them a very compelling reason to open up the email. So that's why you can have AI kind of help stimulate your creativity by offering you some ideas, which you can either use or expand upon. So, coming from a place of having a 20, how many years now? 23 years in marketing. All my life I've been a writer. Coming from a artistic background, um, being a very creative person, being an outside of the box thinker. Coming from all of these as my background, I am telling you, AI is vastly superior than anything that I can produce. So, is that a threat? I don't find it threatening. I am quite relieved that a lot of my daily activities can be quickly generated, and all of my problems can be quickly solved by using AI to my advantage. You want to view AI as your personal VA. It's free. Well, it's not always free because of the technology you might have to buy, but it's it's not being paid hourly. Let's put it that way. It doesn't get sick. It doesn't take time off. It's available anytime. And the results are pretty much instantaneous. Now, you interacting with it and perfecting your writing or whatever, if you have to go back and forth a few times, it's not completely instantaneous, but it's relatively instantaneous compared to where we were before it came along. Also, one last thought about AI is you've probably already been using AI for years and just not been savvy to it. There's so many things in regular life now that are AI. Alexa, Siri, Echo, Sono. There's so many of these things that these little robotic assistants that you ask to play you music or turn down your thermostat or what have you, without thinking twice about it. That's just one of the most obvious ones. Uh, we have become more and more dependent upon AI as technology progresses, and probably in ways you wouldn't even consider. I mean, cars have AI, uh, TVs, refrigerators, even. These all these internal gadgets that are helping you interact with your electronics easier, they're probably AI. So AI has been infiltrating our modern society for years and years now, and it's just finally coming to a crescendo to the point where you can't ignore it anymore. So, as with all paradigm shifts, there's going to be the people that are holdouts. There are going to be the ones that are staunchly against AI. And can it be abused? Yes. Can you use AI the wrong way? Yes. Is that the case with most technologies? Yes. Look at robo dialing. Look at where they're concealing their numbers so you can't even tell who's actually calling you, and then when they call you, it's a robot. Or you know you can use technology to spy on people. You can use technology to steal people's information. You can use AI to plagiarize somebody else's book for you. In fact, that was the email that I got was this is evil. AI is evil because you can plagiarize somebody else's book with it. Yeah. Hey, it's not evil proof. But what is? I would like you to share with me one thing that is evil proof. Most technologies on the planet can either be used for good or evil. It's up to the user to be responsible with it. Because AI, as far as I know, doesn't have a conscience, but you do. So it's up to you to utilize the technology responsibly. Don't plagiarize other people's books, okay? let's just agree on that. Let's just agree on not stealing other people's stuff and passing it off as your own. It's not that we should ban AI because some people out there don't know how to use it responsibly, you know? So be yourself, be authentic, be a good person. No matter what technology comes along, keep these self-evident truths in the forefront of your mind to not abuse the system and to not abuse the technology, but to say that, oh, AI is evil and we should get rid of it because these people can do bad things with it is an extremely naive statement. Like, have you seen what's going on around the world? So the other thing I can say to you is be open. Be open to change, be open to learning new things, adapt, be willing to pivot, be willing to make adjustments in your life, um, to allow these technological innovations to improve your life. It doesn't have to detract from your life. It'll only detract from your life if you hate it, if it enrages you, if the idea about AI enrages you and you're just frothing at the mouth and your cortisol levels are off the charts because you're just so stressed out about AI and so fearful of it, then yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. But it doesn't have to be that way. Just get informed, find out more about it if you don't understand it, right? People fear what they don't understand. So try to understand it better and dabble, experiment. Feel free to utilize it. Feel free to utilize it in different ways. See what you can come up with. Even you can even ask ChatGPT. List 20 ways that I can use AI right now. It'll help you. You can communicate with it. You can have a conversation with AI. And as a result of you having that conversation, you can help it generate more ideal content for you. And it can help you progress in the areas that you're stuck or shave hours off of your projects that you're working on. And like I said, you can literally like create a lead magnet, create a landing page, create an email series, um, create chatbots that can communicate with people once they get to your website. That if they have questions, they can interact with the chatbot. You can create videos that entice people into grabbing your lead magnet, or social media posts. You can have it create the text part of your social media post and that graphic itself. You can have it expand your brand awareness. You can even have it brand you. Like you can literally take your photo, take a headshot of yourself, put it into AI, and it will have it so you can create these magnificent portraits of you in different environments or in different clothing or in different themes, or you can there's just so much you can do with it right now. It's incredible. It is absolutely awe-inspiring. So use AI to your advantage, benefit from what it can do for you. instead of resisting, instead of being fearful, instead of getting overly emotional about the advent of AI, because it's not going away. I'm sorry. You're not going to just wait it out. That's not going to help you. Sitting in a holding pattern and waiting for AI to pass is not going to work. So embrace it, use it, benefit from it, reap the rewards. AI doesn't care if you get rich because of it. So, you don't have to keep playing small just because you don't want to hurt its feelings. Use it as a launch pad to explode your success. So I hope this has made a difference in the way you view AI. I hope you can take something away from this to better your life and your business. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.